What's going on, everybody? Chad Kaderi, CEO of DashClicks, and welcome to episode 7 of Whiteboard Wednesday. Super excited to be on here. In today's episode, I am going to literally whiteboard out the entire process of how to create killer blog articles that will literally drive tons of traffic to your website, which in turn will bring tons of revenue straight into your pocket. So let's just dive straight into it. So first and foremost, in order to do this, you need to have a website, okay? So that's the first thing that you're gonna need. So once again, let's go ahead and draw out our website here. All right, that's out of the way. We're gonna draw out our website. Cool, so you need a website. All right, so that's the first thing that you need. Cool, once that's checked off, now we're gonna dive straight into blogs, all right? So let's go ahead and make sure that we actually have a blog section on our website. Now, most websites these days will have a built-in blog into it where you just literally activate the blog, or it's most likely already activated for you. And then what you're going to be doing is you are going to be posting. So post blogs. Cool. That's the simple hierarchy. It's about as simple as it can get. This is not confusing here, people, okay? Now what we want to do is we want to figure out an actual system and a structure for this. Because without a system and a structure, you're just going to be pumping out random blog articles on random days and times. It is not going to be efficient for you, your team, your traffic, your money, and everything that's around you, okay? And I don't want you to fail. I want to make sure you're successful, so we are going to do this the right way. So the first thing that you want to focus on is the how. How are you going to do this whole thing? We're going to talk about that. Next thing that we're going to talk about in this video is when. When am I actually going to post videos? The third thing we're going to be talking about is conversions. How do I actually take all this work I'm doing to actually create blog articles every single day and actually convert them into hard cash or credit cards, whatever you do, okay? So let's dive straight into it. So the first thing I want to do is how? How do I post blog articles, right? How do I do it? Here's what you want to do, and I'm going to give you a bunch of pro tips during this whole process, so make sure you have a notepad handy or just rewatch this YouTube video. By the way, if you are watching this YouTube video while we're here, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to every single one of our videos, or we'll actually subscribe to our channel and hit the like button on every single one of our videos. If you're subscribed to our channel, we will send you out a notification every single week. These Whiteboard Wednesdays happen every single Wednesday at 1 p.m. EST, so you'll get subscribed and get more content like this. And of course, if you have any questions during the process, leave them down in the comments below right here. There's a big comment section. I personally go into the comments and answer every single one of your questions, okay? So if you get confused on anything or need some help, this right here is the place to go. All right, let's dive straight into the how. First thing that we want to do is do not write blogs. I know it sounds crazy. You're like, Chad, you brought me here to teach me how to write blogs, and now you're telling me not to write blogs. Do not write blogs. That is not the first thing that you do. The first thing that you do is research, okay? And that's where the magic happens. What you want to do is you want to research blog topics, trending blog topics, okay? So trending blog topics, okay? Now, you can do this. There's many tools out there. Just Google on the web. I think SEMrush is a great tool. That's what we use to actually go out and we just plug in some titles and it shows us really good blog articles that are trending that have high search volume. So that's a good one. But there's tons of other options. Just Google some tools or softwares that you can use. And that's going to basically help you find blog topics. So as an example, what I'm going to do is we just go to SEMrush and we're like, you know what? We're really good at SEO. We talk a lot about SEO. We're really good about SEO, and that's what we want to talk about in our blog article. So I'll literally type in like SEO tactics as an example. Maybe that's one of the things that I want to talk about. And what SEMrush will do as an example is it will spit out all of these different categories. All right. So here they're like SEO tactics, right? And then here they're like SEO secrets, right? And then here they're like, this is like SEO, SEO updates, right? Algorithm updates, right? And they have all these different categories. In each one of these categories, essentially what they'll do is they'll give you like a bunch of different blog articles. And the most important thing that you want to look at here is the actual search volume. So SV, I'm going to call that search volume. Now, each one of these blog articles, on average, gets searched certain amount of time. So you might have this article that's like 3,000 times a month people are searching this. But then you have this article where it's like 50 times a month people are searching this. Now, I don't really want to put all the effort into doing this right here. What I want to do is I want to put all the effort into doing this right here. I want to find the winners, okay? So here's the trick of doing the research. It's finding the right blog topics that you are educated about, that you can create a real impact on, and finding them with good search volume. That's why you want to use the software to go out and do all this stuff, okay? Once you have that actual list, you want to say, check, 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 I'm doing these. Here's 10. What we usually do here at DashClicks is we do all the research and we'll grab like 20 blog posts that we want to talk about. All right. Usually you can start with 10. Grab like 10 blog posts. And what you want to do is you want to have a KPI of one blog, okay, per week. Okay. Now, to not drive yourself crazy, do one a month. Start there. Then do 2 a month, then 3 a month, then 4 a month. But for us, our goal is to get one blog a week. Brings good traction to our blog, and that really helps us with traffic and conversions. Okay? So we got one blog per week. Now what I do is I'm like, oh, take one from the list. Boom! Time to write an actual blog article, right? So then I'll go out and I'll write the blog article. Now let's go to the next page here, all right? So now we understand what we need to do here to basically go out and to do the research, right? Now let's actually talk about once I actually have my titles and I'm ready to write. All right, now the first thing that I want to do is if I'm writing my blog, so let's just say I have Google Docs open, all right, and I'm getting ready to write my blog, the first thing that I want to focus on is title. All right, you really want to create something that's like clickbait heavy, that's really attractive, because this is what people are going to see in the search results, right? So I'll give you an example. If I'm doing something, instead of saying like, great SEO tactics to help you rank better, you want to change out to like, and you also want to create structure within blogs, right? So what we'll do is we'll do like top 10 secret SEO tactics that will help you drive conversions for your website, right? You want to do something like that, right? That's a catchy title. And you want to make sure that inside of the title, the keyword that you're trying to rank for, which is like the title that SEMrush will give you, any of these articles will give you, or any other softwares will give you, that is incorporated inside of that title. So if your focus keyword is like SEO secrets or something like that, have that inside of your actual title. That's going to help with ranking. And then you also want to focus on a description. This is your meta tags. All right, cool. Those are your meta tags. Do those first. Get those knocked out of the way, because your title is just going to roll over to your title of the blog. So you're going to have a title. This title should also be an H1 tag. Make sure that that's an H1 tag on your website. So now we have a title. Now, how do we structure this actual blog, okay? What we do, by the way, guys, is we write the whole blog first, then we'll bring it over into our blog platform, and we'll start adding a bunch of stuff. So let's just focus on pure content right now. What I want to do now is, I know if my focus keyword here, let's just say is SEO secrets, all right? That's my focus keyword. I want to get a ton of other different variables around that. So I want to do SEO secrets for 2020. Top 10 SEO secrets. SEO secrets you can't live without. SEO secrets to help you generate more traffic. You want to start getting all these different variations of subjects, titles, right? And what you want to do is you want to start incorporating those. So if I go get and I go think about like all these different broad modifiers, all these different keywords, I want to go start incorporating them. So let's just say I have my blog and it's paragraphs and paragraphs, right? I want to go start incorporating those and sprinkle those here. I'm going to grab this guy and sprinkle him here. Let's grab this guy. He's going to go over here, right? I want to start sprinkling this. Another thing that you want to focus at is the actual format of the blog, okay? So here's what you want to focus on, okay? Do not do one long, boring blog with like one paragraph. I've seen it where it's like you go to a blog and it's like one paragraph and it's like 3,000 words, just one blog, boring, big block of text. Don't do that. Do these in sections, okay? So what you want to do is you want to do things like paragraphs. All right, paragraphs. Another one I think is bullets. Include bullets in there. Descriptions. You want to do quotes. You want to do, I don't know, things that are like italic and bold, right? Just as an example, you want to break it up. So when I'm looking at this blog, it's not a block of boring text. Everything is split up properly. It's all organized and it's all segmented. It looks really, really good. Once we have this is the copy side of it, right? Then after we do that, now I'm going to go over to the next side. Okay? Now I have my copy. Cool. I got my copy. I got bullets in here. It looks great. I got paragraphs. I got quotes all coming in here. It just looks great. Now, how do I make this visually appealing? This is the next step in blog writing. How do I actually make it where when somebody comes to this blog for the first time, you need to focus on bounce rate? All right. How do I get it where somebody looks at the blog? Because I've seen many people, it's happened many times on our website in the past where somebody comes to the blog and like, all right, in, out, in, out, in, out. And that affects your bounce rate, affects the traffic on your website. It will not help you get conversions. It's not good for your site. How do I turn this into a masterpiece, right? That's what we're going to talk about right now. How do I turn this boring old article, boring old thing into a masterpiece? First thing you want to do is title here. You're always going to have a title up at the top, okay? And then maybe you want to have like an opener. And an opener could be like a 1 or 2 liner where it's like, hey, this is what this blog's about, boom, like just like to reel you in really, really quick. Because when you're thinking about how people get dragged into a blog, you're reading the blog from top to bottom. That top section needs to be super fire, super amazing to get you to drill you in so that your eyes start going down, your mind starts going down, right? Then what you want to do is now we're going to start talking about conversions while we're drawing this whole thing out. Is you want to figure out call to actions and you want to figure out ways to keep people on this page and you want to figure out also the structure of this page. So another thing that you might want to have here is a sidebar. Whoops. You might want to have a sidebar here. Get my pen back. You might want to have a sidebar here, and in this sidebar, you might want to have a call to action, which is going to be like a form. And that form could be like if you're an agency and you're selling SEO, it's like maybe like free biz report, right? Whatever. You can drop some nice stuff and create some content. And this could be floating at the side. So as somebody's scrolling up and down here, right, this doesn't move. This is a static sidebar and they just always see this right here, which is your main call to action, right? What do I want them to do? I want them to fill out this form. This is the main thing that I want them to do. You always have to have that main thing. So figure out what your CTA is, that one thing. Okay, do you want a phone call? That box should then be a phone call. It shouldn't be a form, right? A lot of the times people want forms, right? Another thing, some cool ideas that you can do here, if you're using tools in DashClicks, and by the way, if you don't have a DashClicks account, go to DashClicks.com. Go get your free account right now. I don't know what you're doing as an agency owner if you don't have that arsenal of tools in your tool belt, but use things like InstaSites and InstaReports. Those two tools are amazing. For InstaSites, you can create a little section here where it's like, hey, go get your free digital marketing business report, right? And they fill out the form, and you go to DashClicks, you just fill out a form and you just build a report in a couple of seconds and then you can email it to them, right? And now they have value from filling out the form. Or get a free website and they fill out their information and you build them an InstaSite and you send them an InstaSite, right? You see how you start generating, you go from CTAs to actually converting and making dollars and getting them into your pipeline. This is what you want to do. Your goal for blogs is to bring traffic to the site. So the number one thing to focus on is traffic. How do I get traffic to my site? That has to do with this, writing good quality articles and copy and headlines and all that stuff. Then number 2 is once they're on the site, how do I get them to stay on the site and actually read my blog? And then number 3 is convert. That's the goal here. And then after they convert, I'm turning that into dollars once they're in my pipeline, okay? And once they're in my pipeline is after they fill out this form. Boom, they go to my deals, right? They're on my pipeline now. Awesome. Now what I need to do is I need to think clever of how I can get people to stay. Let's focus on this really quick. What we do is we'll do things like embedding a video right up at the top. So what we'll do is we'll actually take this video right here that I'm doing right here for you. We'll turn it into a blog. So we'll go out and we'll create an awesome blog out of it. And we drop this video right here. So now I have copy and I have the actual video format of it right here all on the same page. Now what happens is you don't think that that's cool, but here's why it's cool. Somebody will come in and they'll watch that video. That video might be like a 20-minute video like this one is. That means that they went to your website and they stayed on your website for 20 minutes Google's minds is going to explode and they're going to start pushing up your rankings because your bounce rate's going to go super low. Your conversions are going to go super up, right? And Google knows everything about you because you have analytics tracked on your site, right? So what that does is that keeps people on your site. That's one way to keep people staying on your site. Little teaser secret for you. Okay. Then we go down. We're like, all right, we got some more descriptions here. We got some bullets here of like how to do these awesome things. And then here now is we have this awesome image, right? And this image is a CTA. Nobody really realizes it because they're just kind of like sliding past it. The CTA here is your call to action. Once again, your call to action is here. That's what you want them to do, right? So you create a nice little graphic that's not overwhelming, that doesn't block the whole article, nice little graphic that basically correlates what you're talking about here and gives them an intended result here. So if here, I'm literally talking about, and I'll use this as an example, in this Whiteboard Wednesday, I'm talking about how to actually create an amazing blog. And in this call to action, I'm telling them, why don't you let us write your copy for you and write your articles for you so you don't have to do it. If I'm reading this and I'm watching this, I'm like, I want to implement this into my business. Man, if they can write all the copy and do all the legwork for me, which we do, by the way, at DashClicks, so you can log into your DashClicks account. And this is what we do, by the way, in our content packages. So if you go to your DashClicks account and you buy a content package from us, our content packages start at like $59 a blog. It's nothing. We do all of this. We do all of the research. We do all of the copywriting. We do the formatting. We post it on your website. We do all of this for you. It's really crazy. It's $59 an article, right? So get this for your agency. Get this for your clients. That's what it's all about. But let's say you want to do it yourself. Cool. No problem. All right. That CTA that's going to be here, that needs to be relevant to this article. If not, it's just a random CTA that's there. And it needs to be relevant to this right here. It needs to connect the two. That needs to be your connector, right? And then your blog will keep going. And then you have another CTA, right? And all that good stuff. And then you can have a comment section at the bottom of your blog. And this is how you start driving conversions. Because what's going to happen is the more popular this article gets, this article will going from getting 5 visits a month, right? 5 visits a month. Then next month it'll go up and it'll be ranked, instead of number 9, it'll go up to rank number 3. Then you're going to start getting 100 visits a month from this blog. And then you go up, and a couple months later it goes from number 3 spot to the number 1 spot. And now you're getting like 1,500 people a month coming to this one blog. And when they get here, guess what? You do nothing. Because the blog's already been written out, the video's already shot, the content's already written, the page is already done. You are just collecting traffic and you're collecting conversions. Now, let's take a look at this at scale. All right, remember at the beginning of the video what I told you. I said that in the last 6 to 12 months, DashClicks has done about 150 to 200 of these blogs. That means that whole process that I showed you, we've got, I'm not going to draw this, but I think you get where I'm going at. This, and then if I do this times 200, we've got 200 of these pages literally floating around the web, collecting traffic to our website and automatically converting people. Our main call to action is DashClicks. You can go to our blog. We will leave a link below in the video to our blog so you can get a good example of what this whole process and what the formats look like. Just go look at our blog and you'll see our main call to action is getting people to sign up for a free account to DashClicks. So one thing we want people to do when we get them to our website. We have 200 pages that are bringing people in, getting them valuable information. We have connectors that are bringing them into our blog, into our life, right? And also a big thing here, another pro tip, blog about stuff that you can have a connector with, right? So if you're offering SEO services and you're blogging about cooking, about how to cook your favorite spaghetti recipe, that's not going to do anything. You're just going to have people that like eating spaghetti come into your blog, right? Blog about stuff like SEO, so you can have people that are interested in SEO, and you're like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do SEO, but I also offer a done-for-you option, which we can do it for you. You just got to fill out this form. We'll run a free report for you, which you can use Insights and DashClicks. And then after we run the free report for you, we'll buy you services, or we'll get you services, and we'll get you all squared away doing all this SEO and blog and all that cool stuff, right? But we have 200 of these pages on the web floating around, and we're adding one page every single week. That is our goal here at DashClicks. One quality blog every single week that's just going to continuously go out and collect traffic. And as time passes, these blogs only get stronger and stronger and stronger. And as our website gets stronger, oh man, it brings the authority for all of these up, and we start ranking higher for every one of our blogs. It's like a multitude effect, a big bang effect, and that's where you're going to start seeing some real big results. Now, one thing you should also note is if you are going to blog, do not do this one time. A lot of you guys are going to go to DashClicks, or you're going to go buy a blog package, and you're going to do one blog, and you're going to be like, Chad, I didn't rank. I got like one person to my website to read. This is an ongoing investment that you need to make. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we've been doing this for like 12 months. We've invested and built over 200 blogs, quality blogs on our website. A lot of them have videos attached to it, so it's all video process. If you're going to do this for one blog, don't do it at all. You're just wasting your time. This needs to be a constant thing. If you're going to do it yourself, drop it on your calendar every single week. Dedicate a couple of hours every single week to do this. Okay? That is the only thing that's going to bring you good quality traffic consistently. It needs to be a consistent thing to do, because on your website, there's something that's called an XML feed, right? Or a sitemap, right? And that sitemap is hooked up with Google, and Google crawls your website every single day, every couple of minutes, whatever frequently they do it, and they're looking for these new pages. They're looking to get fed. That's what Google wants. They want to be fed new content. They go out, they crawl your website like, wow, this guy just wrote an awesome article on SEO secrets in 2020. We are going to push him up to the top, because this guy's also constantly writing blogs, because we see on his XML feed that this was written today, this was last week, a week before. This is consistency. They look at every single one of those factors. That's why it needs to be consistent in order for you to actually see success. So once again, thank you for joining us. Hopefully this helped you. Take this, put it into your business, go out and create some killer blogs. Once again, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and like this video below. Most importantly, engage with us. Leave comments right down here below. I'm going to be answering all your questions. Go leave them down here below. And I will see you on next week's edition of Whiteboard Wednesday. Have a great day.